Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about list cleaning and just walk you through the segments that I build to clean my list, my clients' lists inside Klaviyo. So if you use Klaviyo, great. If you don't use Klaviyo, then you can still kind of see how I build the segments and then take it with your ESP. You can work with tech support there through your ESP, or you can just Google. They usually have a lot of articles that can help you kind of build these segments. It's not going to look exactly the same. You may not be able to do all the things that I do, but you'll be able to pull an unengaged segment no matter what. So yeah, we really want to list clean ahead of Q4. So this is us starting to do it. All right, this is the segment builder inside of Klaviyo. I named it Unengaged 6 months. Typically, I do a re-engagement strategy where I'll just send 2 emails to this segment that I create and see if I can get people to re-engage from this segment. So, or like I said, you can, or I don't know if I put this in the email, or you can just build this segment and you can just get rid of these people if you want to. You don't have to do a full-on re-engagement strategy. It really depends on how much you want to do, how much time you have to put into this. If you only have a few minutes and you need to build a segment and you want to get these people off your list, that's totally fine. They can resubscribe. It's much better for you to not have these people on your list than to have them on your list. Okay. And if you need more reasons for that, then we can have a discussion about it. I'm not going to go through all of it here. What I am going to go through is how to build this segment. Okay, we're getting down to the brass tacks. Okay, so for every segment that I build in Klaviyo, doesn't matter, I include these 2 parameters. If this should be first, but whatever, if we're doing it in order. Obviously, if someone is in your newsletter list, and if someone can receive email marketing. So you will have active profiles in your ESP that they did not opt in to receive email marketing. And you may just have these email addresses because they unsubscribed, because they marked you as spam, because they bounced, or because you have tracking on your website. And so, or people bought from you and they didn't opt in. So that's why we just want to make sure that we're grabbing people that are on our list and that we can send marketing emails to. Okay, so I also want to grab people who have been on my list for at least 6 months. Okay, so that's the next parameter, and we're doing and here because I want all of these people included. We're not doing ors because that just means they either have this or they have this, and everyone has to meet all of these parameters. So we're doing and. What someone has done, subscribe to email at least once before. Typically I do before. So 6 months ago would be, what, February? No. I can't do math. I can't do math on the spot, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! Okay, so we'll just do February 26, 2025. Okay. Okay, so now we're going down. So now we have everyone we can email who has been on our list, who subscribed before February 26th, 2025. So now we want to grab people, okay, of these 275 people that I have right here, who has not been opening and clicking and not been engaging during this time. Okay, so, and we're doing another and here because we have to have this included. Again, what someone has or has not done, again. And we're going to do open email at least once. And someone. So we're not going to do at least once because we want to get people who haven't opened. So we're going to do 0 times in the last 180 days. And then we're going to do or. No, we're going to do and. Because if we did or clicked email, then that would, if someone still opened but didn't click, then they would be included in this. We don't want that. We want people who haven't opened and haven't clicked, okay? I see I have to think through these things as I do them. And it's okay if you like have to kind of figure it out and like try different things in order to get this segment, right? Okay, so 24 people. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but I have a really small list. So these 24 people, I treat them as if they were 5,000 people. Okay, that's is how I view my list, even if I have a small list. So 24 people that have not opened and have not clicked my email in the past 180 days and has been on the list for the last 180 days. Okay, so I'm going to update this segment. And that's it. That's how I build this unengaged 6 months segment. Now, I'm not going to show you the people who are in that segment, but something else that I might do because it's not a big segment for me is I might look into those individual profiles and be like, where did these people come from? I've been a part of some bundles or I've had some freebies, giveaways, whatever. That might be an indication that, one of your lead magnets or one of the ways in which you're bringing people onto your list isn't getting qualified leads that would be interested in your content. So you might get some insights if you look into the profiles that end up in that segment. And then I use that segment to send my emails. So really easy to do, and it'll look different on yours. But again, no matter what you do, if you decide to take those people and you decide to get rid of them. Oh, another parameter that I didn't add in there is if you have the data of another reason to look at those profiles is I don't have my checkout system connected to my Klaviyo account. So I don't know who's bought from me inside my Klaviyo account. So that again, that might be another reason to look into the profiles. But if you do have your store connected up to your ESP, you might also want to add anybody who hasn't bought from you, because especially if you are just going to get rid of those people. You don't want to necessarily just get rid of someone if they're unengaged but have bought from you, because they're still kind of a warm lead. So in that instance, you can also grab a separate segment where it's like those same parameters, and then adding but has bought from you in the past. And I would definitely do a re-engagement strategy with anyone who has bought from you in the past but has fallen off, or just to figure out if they're just like no longer interested and they wouldn't like to receive your emails. But yeah, I would definitely take care of those people. But for people who haven't bought from you, I would just either lovingly unsubscribe them yourself or do a small re-engagement strategy, 1 or 2 emails to the list, offering them something or trying to see if they'd like to still be on the list. And remind them of the perks of being on your list and all of that stuff. A good reference for what you can say in your re-engagement emails is if you go to reallygoodemails.com. Let's see what they call it. They might call it something else. Re-engagement. So yeah, if you type in re-engagement, they have a bunch of categories here, like based off of what you need. So you can also look at, let's see here, unsubscribe. There might be other ones, but I just typed in re-engagement, and then you can get some email ideas on what other people have sent to try and re-engage their list. Okay, or re-engage past people. There are many resources out there to help you, and hopefully this video is one of them. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Hope you guys have a good week. Bye.